but we nominate Ian and Liz.
She is a wonderful lady. I think she should stay in the game. She's a great person.
First player voted out of tonight's game, Liz.
Would be Mary Poppins because she's got like the whole sexy babysitter thing going on.
I feel like that original vote for me probably came from Ash. I am very happy to give it back.
Joe gotta go.
No, I'm sorry, with 3 votes, you're out of the game. 2 votes, Lydia, you've been voted out of the game.
I was the cheater.
So, Nate, you get to pick one duo to put up, and Ian, you get to pick another duo to put up. So, Nate?
I'm going with Jared and Bryan.
I'll say Kalee and Amy.
All right.
Boy, am I not the cheater. Bryan is also not the cheater.
I feel pretty strongly that it's Ian.
She sells Aveda products. You have to trust her. I use them. We're good.
But seriously, I didn't get any correct answers.
How dare you impugn my fever?
Why didn't you listen to me?
All I heard was sexy babysitter.
Welcome to the 1-year anniversary game of Lie, Cheat, and Steal Part 2. When we left you, we had 8 players left. Let's quickly meet them. We had Kalee and Amy with 1832. Ian and Nate with 5131. Jared and Bryan with 4112. And Susan and Elizabeth with 3256. Now the team in the lead, Ian and Nate, got to put up 4 players for elimination. And that's where we left you, the home audience, to vote whether you thought it was Jared, Bryan, Kalee, or Amy. And one of them is about to be eliminated right now. So let's get to it. See who got the most votes from our audience. Here we go. Amy with 8.3, Bryan with 25%, but Jared, Kalee, you both got 33.3%, which means that we have a tie. So we do have to consult the official Lie, Cheat, and Steal rulebook to see how ties will be broken on this very special duos game. All audience ties must be settled by an 80s movie style dance-off. If said dance-off is clearly imbalanced, the nominating team gets to choose who's eliminated instead. And since it is clearly imbalanced, Nate and Ian, the choice is going to be yours. No pressure.
Oh boy.
Jared and Kalee are up for elimination. No more time for deliberation. Time to decide who's going home right now.
That's tough. Put us on the spot. Hang on. I need a minute to confer with my colleague, Ian.
Yep. You can confer out loud if you really want people to turn on you here.
We've come to a decision. It's Kalee.
Okay. Kalee, I'm sorry. First person voted out of tonight's game.
Oh, that took longer than I thought, but okay.
We really like to go through due process here.
I'm honestly no threat, but okay, I feel good now.
Now we have to know, were you the cheater?
No.
She was not the cheater. I'm sorry.
I don't think
You've
I'm
all
sorry,
lost
but
money. And Amy is on a team by herself at the moment. She has immunity through this coming round, and she'll be partnered with whoever else survives the next vote off. Here come our next categories. We have Happy Birthday to You and even more annoying music. So our players have already picked their questions. So if you're in the lead at the end of these 2 questions, you get to put a duo up for elimination. First up, we have Happy Birthday to You. It is CK's birthday this week. So name these people or things that have the initials CK.
Yikes.
Often considered the greatest film of all time, the Karate Kid spin-off TV show, American fashion designer famous for leather, jewelry, and more, Queer Eye stylist and RuPaul's Drag Race judge, radio personality who hosted American Top 40, Capote and Get Out actress, played Peter on The Brady Bunch, CBS Sports lead college basketball analyst, won a snowboarding gold medal at the 2018 Olympics at just 17, and the acclaimed bass guitarist who was part of the Wrecking Crew. We will go down the line twice, and then the audience gets a chance. So, Amy, you're first. Give me a CK.
I was a big fan of Brady Bunch as a kid, so I'm going to go with the $7 answer, and that is Christopher Knight, who played Peter on the Brady Bunch.
Christopher Knight, very good. $7 for you. Nate, you are next.
Whew. Okay. I actually know a bunch of these, and I'm going straight for it. Number 10 is Carol Kay, who is famous and is all over the documentary called The Wrecking Crew.
That's correct. Very good. Carol Kay, not to be confused with.
I'm a big fan of The Wrecking Crew and groups based off of them.
He has all these shirts that say The Wrecking Crew can wreck me anytime. Bryan.
Oh, let's go for $8 with Clark Kellogg.
Very good. Clark Kellogg. Elizabeth.
I am going for the number 6, Catherine Keener.
Yes, Catherine Keener. Cody and Get Out, and a bunch of other movies. We're going to loop back around to Amy.
$3 is Calvin Klein.
Yes, Calvin Klein. Nate.
I'm pretty sure I know number 9, but I'm not that confident. So number 5, I think is Casey Kasem.
Casey Kasem. Very good. $5 for you. Bryan.
Okay, that knocks me down to the $1 answer, Citizen Kane.
Citizen Kane, yes. And Elizabeth.
I have it on my partner's authority that number 4 is Carson Kressley.
Partners right. Carson Kressley, $4. So we are 8 for 8. Very good start to tonight's game. Let's see if our audience can jump in here. First up, we have Lucas. Lucas, do you know any of these?
The $2 answer is Cobra Kai.
Cobra Kai, very good. $2. We're going to see if we're going to go 10 for 10 here then. Because Caitlin, can you give us number 9?
I ruined it. No, I can't. The Cobra
did
Kai is the
ruin it.
one I do.
Does anyone know this?
I do.
What is it?
I think
It's Chloe King.
Chloe Kim. Very good. All right. Those have been all your answers. We'll move on to the next question here. It's not about bad songs. It is name the 10 instruments that made Insider Monkey's 2016 list of the 10 most annoying and hated musical instruments in the world. I love that they threw in most annoying and hated just in case it wasn't clear. Ian, you get to go first. Give us an annoying and hated musical instrument.
I'm so excited for this. I probably play most of these. But I will go for one that I do play, which is banjo.
Banjo is number 6. Very good.
Yeah.
$6 for you. Jared.
And I canceled my subscription to Insider Monkey in 2015. I will guess kazoo.
Good guess. Number 4, if that qualifies as an instrument. $4. Susan.
Oh, well, if it goes with hated, I'm going to say bagpipes.
Very good. Bagpipes.
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of these people hate just because people play them wrong.
Yes.
Back to Amy.
Recorder.
Yes, number 2 is the recorder. Very good. Move around again to Ian.
I'll go with one that sounds horrible when you play it wrong and say trumpet.
Yes, very good. Agreed. When you play it wrong. Trumpet, $9.
Do you know anything about playing it wrong?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
The mouthpiece goes in your mouth. Jared.
How about the accordion?
No, accordion does not make the list. Susan.
By going with playing it wrong, and no offense if anybody plays this instrument, saxophone.
Yes, saxophone, number 7.
What?
I was surprised by that one, but I think it's the playing it wrong thing she was saying. Yeah. Amy, see if we can get 8.
Well, being that I played it in marching band and everybody hated us, the piccolo.
No, piccolo does not make it.
Ooh.
Lauren, you're next.
All right. I played the saxophone and I'm horribly offended, but that's okay. I'm going to go with bassoon.
No, bassoon doesn't make it, but yeah, that is annoying. Go to Tom. Tom, do you have an annoying instrument?
I'm going to take a guess and say the bass drum.
Nope, bass drum doesn't make it. We'll go over the ones we didn't get. Number one, you wouldn't think of as a traditional instrument, but when you see it, you'll be like, yeah, that's the most annoying thing in the world.
Triangle? Oh.
Vuvuzela. Triangle, you said, which is also there. Yeah, yeah. Number
Oh,
eight.
I thought about.
Oh,
Oh.
$10 answer would have been the clarinet.
Yeah.
All right, be talking with your partners about who you think the cheater might be. I'm going to tally up the banks. Amy, obviously, you can't be voted out this round because you don't have a partner. At the end of that round, here are our scores. Already by 50. Amy has 21-16. Jared and Brian have 33-61. Susan and Elizabeth have 36-28, but our leaders, once again, Nate and Ian, 55-65. Very nicely done. And Nate and Ian, you get to pick between Susan and Elizabeth and Jared and Brian. Tell me which of those two duos is going up for elimination.
Jared and Brian.
Ian, you agree?
Yes.
No confidence.
All right. I had a strange, funny feeling that that was what was going to be. So we know how this works now. Jared, Brian, you have 60 seconds to defend yourself. And at the end of that, the other two teams are going to vote, as well as our audience. Whoever gets more votes is out of the game. Say as much as you like, say nothing, talk over each other, whatever. Jared, Brian, go.
There's nothing to defend because you all just lost half your money. Neither of us are the cheater.
This is true. Jared and I have been sharing proof with each other that it's not us.
But I would take
Nothing else
this
to
as
say.
ample evidence that it is Nate or Ian is the cheater.
Yeah, who has the most motive to eliminate the honest players?
And who had the means to get the higher answers to ensure they would be picking?
It's irrelevant because we're the only ones who got asked. And I have a long history of getting trivia questions right and getting voted out anyway and still not being the cheater. So.
Oh yeah, well, made peace with it.
Just no
know
correlation
we're both
between
innocent.
getting the right answers and being the cheater.
And that is time. I need Susan and Elizabeth and then Amy to send me the name of the player they want to send home. An audience, please cast your votes as well, just in case we have a tie. Go ahead and cast your votes now. Players have voted. Time to break up our final duo of this game. We started with 6 different duos, and after this, none of them will be in their beginning form. So let's see. Jared, Brian, one of you is about to be voted out. And we're going to start with Susan and Elizabeth. For whom have you voted?
Well, since this comes to you via Nate's doing, I'm offering you a spoonful of sugar to go with this, and I voted for Brian.
Brian, one vote for Brian.
I like that reference.
Amy.
All right, have fun with this audience because I voted for Jared.
Our players cannot decide whether Brian or Jared is the cheater, or maybe they think it's neither of them, but all comes down to our audience's vote. Second player voted out of tonight's game. Joining our audience will be Jared. Before I ask him, Brian, I think I know what you're going to say, but do you think Jared was the cheater?
No, I do not.
All right, Jared, were you the cheater?
Nope.
He was not the cheater. You've all lost half your money again.
For hate's sake, I spit my last breath at Nate.
So our categories for the upcoming round are Saturday morning or Saturday matinee. Brian and Amy, you will form our new team. So Ian and Nate, who wants Saturday morning? Who wants Saturday matinee?
Matinee.
Matinee.
Yeah.
Second team, who wants what? Susan, Elizabeth.
Well, I'm not a morning person, so I'll take matinee.
I'll take the morning.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And then Brian and Amy, new team. First decision you get to make together.
I'll do Saturday matinee.
All right.
All right.
We're down to just 3 duos and 6 players. One of them is the cheater, and we'll be right back on Lie, Cheat, and Steal. Welcome back to Lie, Cheat, and Steal. Another honest player has been voted out of the game. Everyone lost half their money. And we have a new duo, Brian and Amy at 1362. Hope you can find that cheat or you're going to lose more of your money. Our categories are Saturday morning, Saturday matinee. First up we have Saturday morning. Ian, Elizabeth, Bryan, here comes your question. Name these Hanna-Barbera cartoons. Just name the character that you see on the screen there. And Elizabeth gets to go first.
I'm gonna go. Number 3 is Jane Jetson.
Jane Jetson, very good. $3 for you. Bryan.
Okay, I think 7 might be Snagglepuss. I don't know what I'm basing that on.
Are you going with Snagglepuss?
Yes, I am.
It's not Snagglepuss, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Ian.
I'm pretty sure number 9 is Jabberjaw.
It is Jabberjaw. Very good.
Yes.
The shark knockoff of Scooby-Doo. $9 for you.
Made like sort of the same noise.
Back to Elizabeth.
I'm gonna say number 2 is clearly the Pink Panther. I mean,
Pink Panther. Very good.
I'm gonna make the easy money.
Hey, it's better than nothing. Bryan.
All right. I think 5 might be Grape Ape.
Having a rough round, not Grape Ape, sorry. Back to Ian.
I believe number 5 is Magilla Gorilla.
Yeah, it is a rhyming simian, but it is not Grape Ape. It is Magilla Gorilla. $5 for Ian. Now we're going to go to our audience and see what they know about Hanna-Barbera. First up, we have Langley, who I think knows his cartoons pretty well.
I don't want to take. I know a lot of these, but I just don't want to take a chance and then screw it up. Screw it. Okay. You know what? I'm not going to do it. Okay. The $8 one is Penelope Pitstop, I think.
From Wacky Races, Penelope Pitstop. Very good, Langley.
Yeah, I was going to go for the $10 one, but I'm not going to risk it. So,
Liz, you're up.
I was trying to think of the $10 one as well.
Yeah, can't.
I feel like that's Scooby-Doo's stoner uncle. And I'm saying that it's somewhat in a hyperbolic way, but I think that was also literally his character. But I'm not confident on his name, so I'm just gonna go number 1 is Yogi Bear.
Yogi Bear has money to the audience bank, which is doing pretty well at the moment. We'll go over the other ones here. Number 4.
Wally Gator.
Wally Gator. Number 6.
Secret Squirrel.
Secret Squirrel. Number 7.
Possibly Top Cat?
No. How is that a cat?
I don't know. My cat has a big bushy tail.
All right, Langley, you had a guess for 10. I'm curious if you knew it.
Is it like Scooby Stupid or Dumb or something?
Scooby Don't, isn't it?
Scooby-Doo's not so intelligent cousin.
Scooby Don't?
Scooby Dumb.
Oh my God.
And he introduces himself every time by singing Dum 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 Dum.
Oh
my God.
Yes. Now I remember that.
Moving on to our next question for Nate, Susan, and Amy, all about Saturday matinee. Give the 10 worst horror movie cliches, according to a Screen Crush article. Obviously, since we're going with concepts, I'll be generous with accepting answers here. And we are going to start with Amy. Give me a horror movie cliche.
Right. How about the call is coming from inside the house?
Call is coming from inside the house. No, that doesn't make the bottom 10. No. Nate.
I don't watch a lot of horror movies. What about like creepy dolls?
Yes, number 9. Creepy dolls.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Word for word. Susan.
Where they split up and go different directions.
Another Scooby-Doo cliche as well. Split up and search the house. Very good. Back to Amy.
That was my next guess.
All right. Trying to put this as politically correct as possible, and I apologize if I fail, but black guy gets killed off first.
That is completely politically correct how you worded it, but surprisingly, it doesn't make the list. That really should have.
Oh, wow.
Okay. That's a good idea. My horror movie knowledge is really dated. Like, what about getting attacked when you're like in the shower?
that thing that happened
a
in
thing?
one movie. I mean, it is a thing that happened in Psycho. It's not a cliche.
Ah,
Susan.
in my head, it's very common.
I think it's the thing that bothers you the most, Colin, jump scares.
Yeah, excessive jump scares. Yep. They can be done well, but we're going to go to our audience now. I love that Susan's knowledge of horror movies is horror movies I've talked about. Let's see. We have Ash next.
Investigating what the sound was.
No, it's close, but I can't accept that. Sorry.
That's so weird because that's like, I mean,
There's a lot of cliches. Lydia.
well, very.
I feel like getting killed by a garbage disposal is a major cliche.
That is specific.
It happens a little more than the shower, but no, that's not there. I'll go
Evil
with the other
Santa.
answer. You'll recognize movies that have all of these, obviously. Car won't start.
Yeah.
Bad cell phone reception, which, I mean, you kind of have to do that these days, otherwise your problem's just, fixed. Dark basements, female characters tripping, running away upstairs, the killer who can't be killed and keeps coming back, and the $10 answer based on the Conjuring franchise more than anything, based on a true story. All right, let's take a look at how we scored that round. Audience, 1175. Bryan and Amy, 1362. Susan and Elizabeth, 3214. But our leaders, once again, for the third time in a row, Ian and Nate at 5084. They are dominating this game, and they get to pick the duo once again that's going up for elimination. So talk it over and give me an answer, Ian and Nate.
I'm going to have to put up Susan and Elizabeth.
Susan and Elizabeth. We only have one voting team this round, so it all comes down to Bryan and Amy's votes.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Susan and Elizabeth, you have 60 seconds to convince Bryan and Amy to not vote for you. Go.
All right. So I feel like the deal is this, guys. I don't see the timer going, but I'm still gonna go, unless you're not timing yet.
No, it's going. It's going.
Okay. So Susan is better at this game than I am. So if you want to knock the cheater out, who is clearly either, I mean, it's not either Susan or myself. So if you want to knock them out, go ahead and eliminate me. Susan can win. She can actually get ahead, but I cannot. I will lose and be eliminated next. So if you want a chance to knock them out, now's the time. Vote me off and keep Susan.
Oh,
It's
true. My heart is breaking. Elizabeth is so sweet.
All the answers are Susan's.
No. Oh.
It has to be one of us. It's better that it's me.
Time. Okay. Bryan and Amy, talk it over, and then I will take the vote from Amy officially. Votes are in, or should I just say vote is in? Time to see which of our two players has been eliminated by Bryan and Amy. You guys have talked it over and come to a decision. Who are you voting out of the game?
Susan.
Susan, I'm sorry. With one vote, you've been voted out of the game, and now we have to know, Susan, were you the cheater?
Yes, thank you for voting me out.
She was the cheater. Nicely done, Bryan. And Nate, and everybody. Players. And we have two more categories for our players to pick. Now, keep in mind, one of you is about to become the next cheater. So there's that added stress. So you do get to keep all your money. Here are our categories for the coming round. Cover me or over me? Ian and Nate, who wants what?
I'll take cover me.
Okay, so Ian gets over me then. And Amy and Bryan, obviously Elizabeth gets both. She's been here before. She knows the drill.
All right. I will take over me.
So when we come back on Lie, Cheat, and Steal, there's going to be 5 players left, 2 duos and 1 solo player, and a brand new cheater. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Lie, Cheat, and Steal. Our players have voted out the cheater. And now we have a new cheater in the game and 5 players left. Our questions are in the categories of cover me and over me. And here we go in the cover me question. Name the top 10 cover songs that made Rolling Stone's 2004 list of the 500 greatest songs of all time. And we are going to start with Nate.
So these are songs that are on the greatest songs of all time, but they are cover songs.
Yes, that's a cover.
Like it's a cover version of the song that's on the greatest list.
Yeah.
Okay. So the first thing that I think of, because it was a category a couple weeks ago, is Hallelujah, and of course I like the Jeff Buckley. Do we have to pick the person who covered it too?
Yeah, give me the name of the artist.
I'm going with Jeff Buckley.
But
It's gotta be.
that does not make the top 10, no.
Oh, that's bullshit.
Elizabeth.
Oh my God, I need so much more time to have my brain pick one of 500 songs. Oh God, what's a cover? Oh, how about Sinead O'Connor, Nothing Compares to You?
Nope, sorry.
What?
Amy.
Nate took mine. I was totally gonna go with Jeff Buckley. I mean, I think that's like the best cover. That would have been like the $1 one.
That's what I thought too. I thought that was the one.
I don't know why this is. I don't know why this is sticking out to me, but now I'm thinking of like the Wonder Years theme song, "Hello, Help My Friends," and I think that was originally Beatles, but Joe Cocker covered it.
Joe Cocker, Little Help My Friends. No, doesn't make the list.
Great guess.
Great guess, absolutely. Back to Nate.
Respect is a cover. Holy shit.
Respect, Aretha Franklin, $1.
I'm on the board.
Oh my God.
Good job.
Elizabeth.
Oh, I just thought of something.
Well, I'm happy for all of you.
I'm happy for all of you by Steve Martin.
Yeah, of all the millions of songs in the world, I'm not coming up with things that fit this category. Go for your fantastic answer, Amy. I give up.
All right, Amy.
Okay, Proud Mary. And I know it's been done by Tina Turner. I know it's been done by, oh God, I want to say CCR. But I think CCR covered Proud Mary because I think Tina Turner came up with it first. I'm going final answer.
It was actually the other way around.
Damn it!
Revival wrote it and then Tina Turner covered it.
Oh my God.
Audience, let's see if we can make you some money. Haley, you were first.
Okay, well, I was gonna go with the little known Michael Bolton version of Happy and You Know It. But I think this is gonna be on there.
Much different list.
That was number 11.
Oh yeah, that's John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt that he did. No, I'm gonna do "You Really Got Me" by Van Halen.
Oh, that's a good guess, but it doesn't make it. No, Jared.
I'm floored. All the answers given aren't on this list, but I'm going to go with "All Along the Watchtower" by Jimi Hendrix.
Would you believe the Dave Matthews cover? No, yeah, All Along the Watchtower.
Wait, that was a cut. Like his was a cover?
Yeah, Bob Dylan wrote it.
Bob Dylan.
Oh.
Can I throw out a couple of guesses?
Yeah, go for it.
Throw out one as well.
Yeah, please.
Santana's Black Magic Woman.
Nope.
Really?
Nope.
Knocking on Heaven's Door?
Nope.
All I know is I'm going to be very surprised by all of these answers.
Bobby McGee by Janis Joplin.
Oh,
no.
Elvis Presley only covered songs? That's surprising.
Georgia on My Mind.
Oh, come on.
Louie by the Kingsmen.
I wouldn't have guessed that.
A whole lot of shaking going on by Jerry Lee Lewis. I told you all.
Wow.
Mr. Tambourine Man by the Byrds. Heard It Through the Grapevine by Marvin Gaye.
Wait, that version was a cover?
I didn't know those three were
Smokey
covers.
Robinson did it originally.
I didn't know which one
by
was.
Patsy Cline.
Oh yeah, that was written by
Willie Nelson.
Willie Nelson, yeah.
$10 answer. Ring of Fire by Johnny Cash.
Wow.
Tough list. We'll move on to the next category here. See if the other players in the teams can make some money. Name these TV shows if they had one letter removed from their names. Mike and Carol's kids are replaced by Pitt, Whitford, Dorff, and Garrett. Walter White refuses to stop at red lights or stop signs. A famed Hawaiian singer gets a PhD and time travels in a TARDIS. Former host of Politically Incorrect only interviews people born with the name Timothy. Oscar and Felix buy a weirdly shaped sports car. Fred raises his kids an oak, a pine, and a fir. Dale Cooper is sent to investigate two vegetables which are completely identical. The singers of All I Have to Do Is Dream moved to Appalachia and switched to country music. A champion and a challenger compete to smooth out the clothes of the Playboy founder. And Glenn Close plays a beaver who demands to know how old her house is. Elizabeth, you get to go first. TV shows with one letter removed.
Oscar and Felix buy a weirdly shaped sports car, the Odd Coupe.
The Odd Coupe.
Oh, okay.
Now you get it. Okay. Bryan.
Number 9 is going to be Iron Hef.
Iron Hef. Very good.
Damn it.
Ian.
Man, I was trying to figure that one out so badly. I'm so happy you guys took forever on that last question because it gave me so much time to write down a bunch of answers. And the best one I came up with is number 8, the Everly Brothers, then became the Everly Hillbillies.
The Everly Hillbillies. Very good, Ian. Back to Elizabeth.
I've been working on like 1 or 2 of these the whole time I was trying to answer the other impossible question. So
Shouldn't have lost your partner.
look, is it my fault they figured out who the cheater was? No. Because I can't think, and I'm gonna, yeah, here we go. Walter White is going to be Breaking Bad, but braking like a car.
Yeah, Breaking Bad. Very good. We're at Bryan now.
All right, let's go for 7 and make that Twin Peas.
No.
Oh, wow.
That's the other one I had.
And Ian.
Oh man, that was the only other one I had. Because like the only other one that I even know the show of is the third one. I'll just say it's Dr. Ho.
Don Ho, famed Hawaiian singer. Dr. Ho, very good.
Oh my God.
Susan is next.
Is number 1 the Bradley Bunch?
Yeah, I was looking for the Brad Bunch, but I'll accept that. Yes.
Oh, I added a letter.
Back to Lucas if he knows one of these.
I have no idea.
I know.
Okay, it's a tough question. We'll go over the other 3 we didn't get. Number 4 is Real Tim. Yeah. 6
My
Tree
Sons
of this show in certain places in New Jersey. My Tree Sons.
Got
and the $10 answer.
Damn Age.
Damn Age. Very good. All right, I'll tally up your bank for the round. Keep in mind who you think the cheater might be, or at least what team they're on. Let's take a look at where we stand score-wise. Audience 1675, Bryan and Amy 2962, Elizabeth 3914, and Ian and Nate 6284. You have the lead through this round, and that means that Bryan and Amy are the team going up on the block, and Elizabeth will get to cast the deciding vote.
Oh man.
Bryan, Amy, 60 seconds. When time runs out, Elizabeth will cast your vote. Talk over each other, say whatever you need. Go.
Go for it,
Go
Bryan.
ahead, Amy.
Oh, I don't even want to like bribe anybody with product. It's not either of us. I couldn't even think of like cover songs are like my thing, and I couldn't even think of anything. It's not me. It's not me. Also, I've been drinking. Don't judge me. Wait, Bryan.
You know, Jared and I traded images so that we would know that neither of us was a cheater. Amy and I have not done that.
Ooh.
So she doesn't know it's not me, and I don't know it's not her.
And awkward pause. Scene.
Time. And just keep in mind, I do send the cheater the question they pick without answers as well, just so there isn't any sharing that will give away someone's identity. So.
Do you really?
I do, yeah, absolutely. I prepare.
Okay, the fact that I didn't know that.
I didn't know that.
Or you're double.
That's manipulative as hell.
Or did you?
Welcome to this game.
My God.
Elizabeth, you can DM me your vote, please. All right. Vote is in. Elizabeth, which of these 2 players have you decided to send home?
I decided to send home Amy.
Amy, I'm sorry.
Oh.
Game. We have to find out, Amy, were you the cheater?
Yeah, I was.
Oh my God.
Amazing.
This might be the most successful game of Lie, Cheat, Steal ever. You have voted out
We
another
killed 3 cheaters. That's amazing.
Very nicely done. Elizabeth and Brian, you will form our new
Nice
team.
job.
So our categories for this round of 4 are left brains or right brain. Notice the spelling. And at the end of these 2 questions, the duo with more money gets to pick which of the other 2 players will be joining them in the final round. You'll get to give 3 answers per question just for this round. So, Ian and Nate, who wants what?
All right, I'll take left brains.
What do Brian and Elizabeth want?
I'd rather have left brains myself, if that's okay.
That is fine.
And once again, there will be a new cheater. We'll be right back on Lie, Cheat, and Steal. Welcome back to Lie, Cheat, and Steal. Another cheater has been voted out of the game, which means everyone keeps their money once again. We could be giving away a lot of money here tonight. Here's how it's going to work. At the end of this round, the duo who has more money will be safe and gets to pick off one of the players from the other team. So keep that in mind. Brian and Elizabeth, you'll need to stage a bit of a comeback here, but you get to give 3 answers per question, so it can be done. Name the top 10 zombie movies of all time, according to a 2020 Empire article. Elizabeth gets to go first. We'll go back and forth until we've each given 3 answers. Elizabeth.
Night of the Living Dead.
Number 6, Night of the Living Dead. Very good. Ian?
Sorry, I don't know if actual zombie people like this movie, but it's just a good movie. Shaun of the Dead.
Shaun of the Dead. They do. I don't know. By zombie people, do you mean people who are zombies?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Back to Elizabeth.
I'm gonna try for 28 Days Later.
Number 3, 28 Days Later. Very good.
Down
Back
that
to
up.
Ian.
I just don't know like too many other types that I feel would be there. I'll go with the follow-up of 28 Weeks Later.
It doesn't make the top 10, no.
No.
Back to Elizabeth.
Right, and I'm just trying to remember. I'm like looking on my list of things that I sent, like what my guesses were that I was getting advice about. I don't know this is gonna be on there, but World War Z.
No, doesn't make it.
Yeah, no, nobody liked it.
Yeah. Ian.
I'm not sure if this really counts as a zombie movie, but I know that horror movie people like it. I'll say Evil Dead.
Evil Dead did not make the list, no.
Ah.
All right. Let's see in our audience. It's Caitlin's turn.
I'll try Train to Busan.
Yes, Train to Busan is number 5, $5.
Whoa.
Nice.
What is that?
Tom.
Okay, I don't know if this is on there, but it is a great movie. Night of the Comet.
It doesn't make the top 10, no. And Langley.
Let's try Dawn of the Dead.
Yeah, that's number 1, Dawn of the Dead.
Okay.
Well,
Is Children of the Corn on here?
I don't think they count that as zombies because they're not really dead and come back to life. They're just possessed kids. Day of the Dead, Brain Dead, Wreck, Reanimator, Return of the Living Dead. All right.
Okay.
Moving on to our next question.
Day
Final
of the
one.
Dead. That was the one I was trying to remember.
Okay.
Oh well.
Fill in the blanks in these Stephen Wright jokes.
Whoa.
I think it's wrong that only one company makes the game blank. I hate when my foot falls asleep during the day because that means blank. 7% of all statistics are blank. I intend to live forever blank. A lot of people are afraid of heights, not me. I'm afraid of blank. I almost had a psychic girlfriend, but she blank. I have a map of the United States that's blank. You know the speed limit is 55 miles per hour. Yeah, but blank. Everyone has a photographic memory. Some just don't have blank. And I went to a restaurant that serves breakfast anytime, so I ordered blank. Nate, you are first.
I swear to God, I know every one of these. Stephen Wright has been one of my favorite comics forever and ever. And I went to a restaurant serves breakfast anytime, so I ordered French toast in the Renaissance as number 10.
French toast during the Renaissance, $10. Very good.
Such a great show.
Amazing.
Brian.
Okay, there's only one of these that I know for sure, but I'm getting an assist from Elizabeth here because my partner is as smart as Nate. And anyway, number 9 is film.
Everyone has a photographic memory. Some just don't have film. $9. This is going to be an interesting round. Nate.
All right. Do you know the speed limit is 55 miles an hour? This a cop stopped him. That's the context of the joke. And he says, yeah, but it's okay. I'm not going that far.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting to be out that long. Yeah.
Yeah.
Back to Bryan.
Not, a lot of people are afraid of heights. Not me. I'm afraid of depths.
No, not depths. Sorry.
Oh.
Back to Nate.
I have a map of the United States that's 1-to-1 scale. It's 1 mile equals 1 mile.
Actual size would be a short way to say that. Yeah.
Okay.
Back to Bryan.
All right. Hang on. Okay, number 1. I think it's wrong that only one company makes the game Monopoly.
Monopoly. $1. All right. Audience time. Liz.
A lot of people are afraid of heights. Not me. I'm afraid of falling.
No, but that's a good point.
I could have sworn that it was. All right.
I almost had a psychic girlfriend, but she couldn't see it.
No, sorry.
Dang.
And Lydia.
Is it a lot of people are afraid of heights? Not me. I'm afraid of ladders.
All good answers, but no. We'll go over the other ones here. I hate when my foot fall asleep today because that means it's going to be up all night.
Up all night.
7%
Made up.
Made up on the spot.
So far, so good.
So far, so good.
Afraid of
People are
width.
afraid of heights. I'm afraid of the widths.
Ask me before we met.
Before we met.
Yes.
Before we met.
Very good.
I love them.
All right. Who knew knowledge of Stephen Wright would get you so far in this game? I will tally up the final banks for this round and see who has won the immunity. There we go. Bryan and Elizabeth, 53-38, but Ian and Nate, 91-84.
Oh!
Our audience has 22-75. They're not in the lead. Ian and Nate, you're going to get to pick off one of these two players and take the other into the final 3 with you. Bryan, Elizabeth, 60 seconds to plead your case to Ian and Nate, and then we'll ask their decision. Go.
Is there any point? I mean,
Right, like it's not either of us. That's how they're winning all the money.
That's what you thought before, and look at how wrong you were.
Yeah, but I know for sure it's not me.
And we've been dominating.
I know for sure it's not me, and I know for sure it's not Bryan because the only answers he gave were ones I gave him.
I'm just saying though, you said it wasn't Susan last time too, so
It's true. That's because Susan just lied. But also keep in mind, you were like, it wasn't me last time. It's bound to be one of 4 people. I know it's not me. Again, I know it's not Bryan just because the only answers he gave are ones I gave him and was then wrong. Literally an answer that was wrong, which he would have known it was wrong. And just if he was the cheater. But you don't care because one of you is the cheater. So what's the point?
Well, it's not my fault that he chose Stephen Wright jokes as a category.
Oh, right, and that you happen to also be the cheater, one of you.
Time.
I mean,
Okay, no more discussion. Ian, think it over a moment. You don't need to message me, just think it over for a moment, and we will see what you have decided. All right, Nate, Ian, remember, if you get this wrong, everyone loses half their money. Which these 2 players do you think is the cheater?
So after very little deliberation, because we really don't have anything to go off of at this point, we're gonna say Bryan.
I think it's Bryan. He's Bryan, you've been voted out of the game. Bryan, were you the cheater?
yes, I was.
This is amazing, actually.
Very impressive.
Incredible.
When we come back, there's going to be 3 players left on Lie, Cheat, and Steal, competing for all the money in the highest earned bank, plus any more they can add to it. And there'll be a new cheater once again. We'll be right back on Lie, Cheat, and Steal. Welcome back to Lie, Cheat, and Steal. Our players have voted out 3 cheaters in a row, which has never happened before, so I imagine there must be something in the water tonight. But a new cheater has once again been assigned, and we are down to just 3 players. The duos game is over, and now it's every man or woman for themselves. Here's how the final round is going to work. If the two honest players spot the cheater, they're going to take home the entire pot, split 50-50. If in their vote they tie, a three-way tie, the audience will vote. And if the audience catches the cheater, the audience wins their bank and the contestants win nothing. But if you vote out the wrong player, your money gets cut in half and the audience will get to vote as in the traditional game. So you really want to be able to find the cheater. Remember, they're only going to be cheating for these 2 questions. So let's play some questions. Name the 10 countries with the highest quality of life, according to a 2021 U.S. News and World Report study. And we are going to start with Ian.
I'm pretty sure Norway's on there.
Yeah, number 4 is Norway. $4 for you. Elizabeth.
Sweden.
Sweden is number 3. Very good. Nate?
Well, it sounds like Scandinavia is a good bet, so I'm going to go with Finland.
It is a good bet. Finland is number 8. We're back around to Ian.
Let's guess Germany.
Ooh, good guess. Number 9, Germany. Elizabeth?
Canada?
Number 1, Canada.
Just too easy. It's so great there, it's just too easy.
I blame Canada.
From there tonight. Nate?
How about the country that doesn't have any COVID is New Zealand?
Number 10.
Whoa.
Nice.
Very good. All right. Now let's see what our audience can do. Lydia.
I'm drawing a blank. Let's say Italy. I know it's not on there.
No, Italy doesn't make it. Sorry. Kaylee.
This one's for Steve Irwin. Australia.
Very good. Number 6.
Ooh,
Nice.
good day. Okay.
Nice.
Go over the other ones here. A good round. Denmark, Switzerland, and the Netherlands. All right, we'll move on to the final question of the night. Fill in
I
the
wouldn't
blanks
guess any of the last 3.
of these famous coincidences. Tsutomu Yamaguchi lived through both blank. The first and last British casualty of World War I are buried blank. Flight 666 flew into hell on blank. Abraham Lincoln's son was saved from falling by blank. The beginning and the end of blank happened on Wilmer McLean's property. A meteor once struck the home of a family named blank. The first and last fatality during the construction of blank were father and son. Mark Twain's birth and death coincided with blank. A story by blank depicted a sailor named Richard Parker being cannibalized. A sailor with that same name died under those exact circumstances 46 years later. And 2 different comic strip characters named blank first appeared in March 1951. And Elizabeth, you're first.
I'm gonna go for it because I don't have any money. So I'm gonna try. I bet this is gonna be wrong, but I don't care. I'm gonna try 2 different comic strip characters named Andy first appeared in 1951.
Not Andy, sorry, no.
See, gotta go down a rope.
Nate.
I think I know 9, but I'm sure of 8. 8 is Halley's Comet because it came around when I was like 10 years old or something, and people talked about that on the radio all the time.
Halley's Comet, very good. Ian.
I'll just stick with the one that I'm pretty positive of. The number 3 flew into hell on Friday the 13th.
Yes. Back to Elizabeth.
All right, I think number 7 is the Hoover Dam.
Very good, the Hoover Dam.
Oh, thank God. You shook your head and I was like, I'm gonna get no money? I was like, oh God. Okay.
Nate.
I'm stuck between guessing 5 and 9. 5 is the Civil War.
Yes, he first lived near the Battle of Manassas, and then he moved to Appomattox Courthouse. All right, and Ian.
I'll guess number 6. A meteor struck the home of a family named Comet.
Comet, very good. All right. See how much our audience can add to their bank now.
I was thinking either that or rocket.
Jared.
For the $10 answer, both in America and the UK, characters named Dennis the Menace appeared.
Wow.
That is correct. Dennis the Menace. $10.
They weren't the same comic?
And Amy.
number 4 or $4 falling off a balcony.
Oh no. I see what you were saying that.
I was
Yeah.
thinking of the
All right,
theater.
we'll go with the other one.
I thought he was going to be saved by standing up.
He lived through both atomic bomb drops.
Posthumously.
Casualty are very posthumously. Thanks.
Yeah.
Abraham Lincoln's son was saved from falling by John Wilkes Booth's boat.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
That
shit.
makes sense.
Yes.
That is
And a
ironic.
story by Edgar Allan Poe. Yeah.
Oh.
I will tally up our final banks for the game. Kate, Ian, Elizabeth. This is a big one. 159.84.
Oh, Jesus. Hey.
Wow.
If the two honest players can spot the cheater, they will split that 50-50. If we have a three-way tie, we go to the audience's vote. And if the audience gets it right, they win their bank of 38.75. And the honest players get nothing, cheater gets nothing. So, Nate, Ian, Elizabeth, time to vote. DM me the name of the person you think is the cheater. And audience, I need you to please vote as well. Lock in your votes. Welcome back to the conclusion of Lie, Cheat, and Steal. Our three players have survived all of the eliminations so far, and Nate, Ian, and Elizabeth have 159.84 in their final bank. A lot of money if they can take it home. Let's see how they've voted. Remember, if their vote ends in a tie, the audience gets to cast a vote instead. And if they get it right, they win all their money. These players get nothing. Nate, we'll start with you. Who do you think the cheater is?
I'm really sorry. This is a really tough one because we were such good partners. But I was really surprised at the Comet answer. I would have never come up with that. And so I have to choose Ian.
Turns on his own partner. Look how quickly things turn in this game.
I have nothing else to go on.
Ian?
That's tough.
I will say one, that was such a mistake because I'm not the cheater. But two, I hate voting for Elizabeth. It's one of my least favorite things to do. However, I felt that I owed Nate a lot of these winnings. So I decided to pay him back by voting for Elizabeth.
And look what he did in return. One
Yep.
for Ian.
Now
one
I
for
feel bad.
Elizabeth. it all
Look what
comes
I
down
did
to
in
your
turn
vote.
in advance.
Elizabeth, what'd you say?
I voted for Nate.
Oh my God.
After all this time, we still can't come to a conclusive decision. I'm sorry, game is out of your hands.
Oh my
it's the
God! Now we
audience.
have a Monty Hall problem.
The audience is playing for 38.75. If they vote out the honest player, they are going to take that money home and you all get nothing. I will tell you, they did not tie. They came to a definite conclusion. Time to see if this game is going to end right now or if we're going to continue on with just two players. The audience has voted out of the game Ian. Ian, we need to know. It's the ultimate moment of truth. Were they right? Were you the cheater?
I don't know if it was the Comet answer was really like out there, I guess. I thought it was very predictable, which is why I said it, because I'm not the cheater.
He was not the cheater. I'm sorry, the audience also got it wrong, which means money is cut in half. Nate, Elizabeth, we go to our final round. You're each going to have 15 seconds to convince the audience that you're not the cheater. If the cheater fools our audience, they'll take home the entire 79.82. If the honest player wins, they'll take home half of that, and the audience will split the other half. You're just going to have 15 seconds before the vote. Nate, defend yourself. Go.
I mean, I'm left with process of elimination here because I was really convinced it was Ian because of the Comet vote. Honestly, that's all I got. For me, it's down to that. I don't know what else to say except that I'm not the cheater.
Okay, Elizabeth, 15 seconds. Go.
I am definitely not the cheater. I would have absolutely gotten so much more money that last round. Nate is absolutely the cheater. You've only had one round to go on. If you vote me out, all right. But keep the money. Go ahead and vote for Nate. If I can't
Okay,
against you,
I need everybody who is not Nate or Elizabeth to send me the name of the person they think is the cheater. Because we know how they'd vote. Everyone else gets a vote, including Ian. Go ahead and lock in your votes. We'll be right back on Lie, Cheat, and Steal. Welcome back to the final vote of Lie, Cheat, and Steal. I gave them a chance to win over $159. They didn't take it. They tied. Audience couldn't find the cheater either, so we're down to Nate and Elizabeth. The audience gets one more shot at it. If the cheater fools the audience, they will take home $79.82. But if the cheater is caught, the honest player takes home $39.91, and the audience gets to split $39.91. So, go into our final vote. We have a lot of people here.
Oh my God.
But we reveal how our lucky 13 voted. We have to know. Elizabeth, Nate, you both played fantastic games, made it into the final round, not as the cheater, but then one of you became the cheater, and we need to know who that was now.
Oh, it was me.
It was me.
Oh,
Okay.
I was not the cheater all along until the very end when I was.
On the duo of teams that had never won before. So is he going to win his first game? Let's find out. We're just going to start at the top and go across the board. Lucas, what'd you say?
Elizabeth.
Elizabeth. One for Elizabeth. Caitlin.
I voted for Nate.
Okay. If the audience gets it right, you will split some of that $39.91. Langley.
Yeah, I screwed up. I voted for Elizabeth. Sorry.
Thank
Two for Elizabeth.
I voted for Nate.
Two for Nate, two for Elizabeth. All right. Apparently, it's pretty tough with only 3 players. Brian.
Did Brian
Jared's dying wish was for me to vote for Nate.
Nate. Liz.
I voted for Nate for payback.
Wow.
That's 4 for Nate. We have 13 total. So if he gets 3 more, he will be out of the game. Ian.
Not looking good.
So that last round, I voted with my heart, and this time I voted with my head and voted for Nate.
Just smash the head against the keyboard and see what name comes up. Amy.
Nate.
Nate. That is 6 for Nate. He gets 1
Becoming
more. It's all over.
statistically unlikely. Yeah.
Kaylee, what'd you say?
I voted because of spite for Nate.
Yeah.
Spite wins the day. That means Nate has been voted out of the game. The cheater has been caught, and Elizabeth has won $39.91. Congratulations, Elizabeth. Let's see how many audience members are also going to be splitting $39.91. Susan?
Oh, out of spite and with my heart and my head, I voted for Nate.
A lot of reasons.
All the things.
Amazing. Everything.
I may drink a little bit and be merry and have fun, but I'm still, smart. So I said Nate.
Turning on your old partner, Jared.
Who turned on me in round 1?
When it was 3 players, I said Elizabeth, but Nate mentioned the Monty Hall player problem, so it's your fault I switched it to Nate.
And Lydia.
It doesn't sound like it changed the outcome much, so it's okay.
I really wanted to see Nate go the distance, so I voted for Elizabeth.
Fair enough. That is pretty overwhelming, though. That is 10 votes for Nate. Congratulations, Elizabeth. You're our winner tonight with $39.91. 10 audience members will also split $39.91. That is $3.99 a piece. I don't need a calculator for that. Thank you, everyone, for joining for this wild 2-week anniversary game of Lie, Cheat, and Steal. It's been a fun year. Here's to another one. We will see you all next time on Lie, Cheat, and Steal.
Yeah, I know. You got David Lee Roth and Chaps, and that's it.
Not for the music, just for the chaps. Jared.
Just here for the Chaps.
You know what he does now, Kaylee?
What? Not wear
He's
chaps?
he's an EMT in LA.
I saw that, but then I saw he got arrested for something, so I think that was short-lived.
EMT, DUI, something with 3 letters.
I want to stick with my romantic story here. But...
Sorry. Yes, he is an EMT doing LSD.
You have to play it shirtless and oiled up like Lost Boys.
My classic joke about the saxophone. What's the difference between a lawnmower and a saxophone? You can tune the lawnmower.
Oh, wow.
We apologize. In our
Birthday
defense,
you.
we didn't get to see the dance moves. So.
Well,
She would have destroyed me, I have a feeling.
I'm sorry. I didn't want to, but
I'm so happy I thought Colin was serious for a second there.
I was serious. I was just also serious how unbalanced it would be. I have since I did the wrong Looney Tunes voice last week, I have a whole list of impressions I've been asked to do this week. Let me go through them here. Bugs Bunny, Foghorn Leghorn if I'm drunk, Sylvester the Cat, Baby Huey, and this one feels like a trap, but Michael Bolton.
it's not a trap. We're just gonna talk like this.
Lie, cheat, steal, deceive, suspect, sweat.
Destroy.
Mostly sweat.
More sweat than a Michael Bolton concert.
Ooh, I don't know about that. Maybe more hormones, you know.
Nate, I also want you to know that I put an umbrella in my drink because of Mary Poppins.
Pip Cheerio then.
Cheers.
Yep.
Whatever your coming of age movie was, we won't judge.
I will.
Okay.
The Caillou series.
Okay.
There's got to be some movie you would judge.
There is, yes.
We'll find it.
I won't name them, but I can think of a couple.
Supercalifragilistic sexy babysitter.